To the Free State now, where Judge Phillip Loubser is expected to hand down judgment in the Free State High Court. This happens today on whether other defense lawyers can cross-examine the state witness. This is in the trial within a trial in the 255 million rand asbestos roof removal corruption case. This now comes after advocate Lawrence Hod's lawyer for former Free State Premier Ace Magashule told the court that he also wanted to cross-examine the state witness. He also revealed transcripts of the interview between Moradi Cholota and state investigators. Now, the matter was postponed last Thursday after news that the state witness had been booked off sick. Makhala Masiteng is our reporter working the story for us and joins us now for a live update. So Makhala, what can we expect in today's proceedings?
Well, Mxolisi, actually we just heard now when we arrived here in court that the matter will be postponed for yet another 2 days, so it will only be sitting on Wednesday. In fact, I just saw some of the accused coming in. I'm sure those are the ones who didn't get the message that the court today, or rather the case, will not even be sitting, so it will only sit on Wednesday. This is because we hear that the state witness is still not feeling well, so the case will only continue on Wednesday. Hopefully on that day he will be well enough to continue with the case. I've seen the first accused, Ntimusi Mukhesi, going inside the court, but of course he will receive that message that the case will only be sitting on Wednesday. I also saw earlier on the state prosecutor passing here at the Free State High Court, possibly going to the magistrate court. So it's clear that the case today is not sitting. It will only sit on Wednesday. As you have indicated in your introduction there, we were expecting, of course, the judge there to make a ruling in terms of whether other defense lawyers will be allowed to cross-examine the state witness. As you have indicated, the lawyer of both Edwin Sodi and Ace Magashule, senior counsel Lawrence Hod's, had indicated that he is interested in cross-examining the state witness after revealing the transcript of the interview that took place between the investigators and Moradi Cholota in September in 2021, which was the context of what the first witness was talking about. But we have already seen that the lawyer of Moradi Cholota, advocate Loiso Makapela, had wrapped up her cross-examination of the first witness, where they were talking a lot about what had transpired on those 2 days when the state investigators, of course, were meeting with Moradi Cholota in establishing whether they can continue using her as the state witness or not. So we'll only hear that ruling on Wednesday, of course, if the state witness will be well and be able to come and appear before the case, Mxolisi.
And Makhala, observers for this particular trial within a trial have said that, if Judge Loubser rules against the defense, they'll potentially might face an uphill battle. But if he rules in favor, we could see a much longer and more complex sort of trial ahead. What is your take on that?
Well, indeed, we have had. I wanted to just move out of shot just a little bit because I just saw accused two also, Mahlomola Matakala, also moving inside the court. It seems like many of the accused didn't get that message, of course, that the case will not be sitting today. But coming back to your question, Kolisi, Senior Counsel Lawrence Hod's did indicate that if they are not allowed to cross-examine the state witness on this matter, he did indicate that they might find themselves having to also apply for a case, a trial within a trial on this matter. So to avoid that, he has appealed to the judge to give them an opportunity to also cross-examine some of the state witness here, because he did argue that what happened to Moradi Cholota directly affect accused 13 on this matter, who is Ace Magashule, because some some of the details that he talked about was the fact that when Moradi Cholota was announced as the state witness in 2020, the state was dishonest because Moradi Cholota was not a state witness at that particular time, and he also mentioned that what was also unfair on accused 17 Moradi Cholota was the fact that at that time when she was told not to be in contact with Ace Magashule, Moradi Cholota and Magashule were sharing a lawyer at that particular point in time. So we have also heard from the lawyer representing accused 11, who is Tabani Zulu, who also mentioned that they might also go into applying for a trial within a trial, also questioning the issue of the jurisdiction on this matter. So we'll see, of course, what will Judge Loubser make a ruling when it comes to this matter, because Senior Counsel Lawrence Hodes was confident to say that if they are not given an opportunity now, we might see this case dragging longer, because when they complete this trial within a trial, they will then have to apply for a trial within a trial to deal with this matter. As I've indicated, that he did mention that what happened to Moradi Cholota directly somehow affect accused 13, who is Ace Magashule, on this matter.
Tell you what, Makhala, all eyes and ears certainly on that. That's our very own Makhala Masiteng working that story for us.